Hello everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. There's something you should know. Message from your spirit guide, your higher self. You have 4 different piles to choose from, as usual, in the pick a card reading. If there's an echo in the background, I apologize. I'm moving furniture around today and last night, so I'll just have to re-listen after I'm done recording to see if there's too much echo. But there's something you should know, something that I also want you to know. So you have 4 different piles, as usual, to choose from, or you can choose according to the cover card, the crystal, the timestamp. Follow your heart. Pile number 1, the crystal is a green fluorite. Pile 2 is a purple fluorite. Pile 3 is a carnelian. And pile 4 is a yellow calcite. So what is this something that you should know? Well, let's find out. Pile 1. Hey, pile 1, there's something you should know. If you were drawn to the green fluorite crystal, let's set this over here. Okay, something you should know. Let's just start with your oracle cards. I want to start with this one. Frog Spirit Renewal. Something just said, be very specific with your intention. So what are your intentions right now? Curious minds want to know. Okay, a tidy house, clarity and organization. I would love to live in something like this, to be honest with you. Here, let's stop and make a wish. Let's visualize this amazing tree house, but it's safe in the woods. Now my imagination is running away with me. Okay, those are like golden orbs of light. It's a magical, mystical treehouse. Okay. Let your fears dissolve. Cancer energy. So at the moment, Jupiter is transiting Cancer. In Western astrology, that is. What is Cancer? Cancer can be very moody. It feels things deeply. It needs to nurture. And not all Cancers also nurture themselves. So the message here is something you should know. It's really important for you to be specific about your intention, but it's also equally important for you to nurture your intentions. Meaning, how many of you recently have planted seeds for an idea to grow? How many of you made a wish recently? A specific wish with your intention. It's important to follow through. That's what these messages are saying. So clear up your mind, organize your house if you need to, because it's true. If there's a cluttered house or an unkept house, can also create more of a chaotic mind in a weird sort of way. So truth, clarity, let your fear dissolve, but nurture your specific intention. What's interesting, coming back to the frog here, it's making me think of the fairy tale, right? She kisses the frog, that turns into the prince. So group number 1, there's something very specific that you're wishing for. Perhaps it is a new home or a tidy home or something else, but it's also important for you to follow through, to speak affirmations with clarity and truth. Okay, that makes sense, but let your fear dissolve. So if there's something that you're wishing for right now, but you're afraid of something else, or you're afraid of what might happen, there's a fear, actually, that could be blocking your intention or your wish. Okay, So try to take some time to clear your mind and to realize what fear is hiding deep inside of you. It could be a subconscious fear as well, but it really is blocking your intention from growing or from expanding, from moving forward. For example, let's just use if you are desiring a new home, a better home, a more tidy home. But if you're literally wanting to move to another location, but you're afraid, or because you are afraid, maybe you're afraid of taking on more responsibility. Maybe you are afraid of digging deep into your subconscious fears to realize what needs to be nurtured, what needs to be loved, what needs to be revealed. So what is fear, right? F-E-A-R. False energy appearing real. It's a product of the subconscious. It doesn't exist unless we feed that. Playing it safe. New supportive connections. And optimism. Okay, you have another one here. So your higher self, your spiritual team are trying to help you to stay optimistic and positive with your intentions. Oh, which is also stating that it's important not to set an intention or make a wish based on a fear or something that is causing you to feel fear. Okay. Clear out your fear, tune into optimism and positivity, and then declare your intention. Then make your wish from a clear space. Okay. A peaceful intention. Your peaceful intention. Maybe some of you are just really wanting to feel safe within your home, within your country. But the cards aren't only referring to a location, feeling safe inside your own skin, inside your own body. Can you feel safe in your front yard? By the way, I would love for this to be my front yard. That would be an amazing view, don't you think? But if you can't feel safe now, you're probably not going to be safe if you move somewhere else either. Okay, so what more does group 1 need to know? I'm going to pull some cards from the Astro Matrix. And I think there's room for maybe 4. Wow, if I can get them to shuffle. Sometimes they just want to cluster and chunk up and not intermingle. I don't know, maybe it's just operator error when that happens. So what more does group number 1 need to know? Okay. There we go. 4 of Cups. Need to move these back up. Judgment. You decide. Okay. Okay then. Pile 1. You have, astrologically, Mars, Mercury, Pluto, and I think this is Cancer energy as well. Okay, emotional poverty is what's causing your current fear. All right, I hope you don't mind. I paused the video so that I could readjust and create more room on the screen. So there is fear, right? So this is a general pick a card reading. So there are probably many different fears that everyone is experiencing that is blocking your opportunity to move or to go somewhere else, to live somewhere else. In fact, if it was absolutely necessary for you to be living in a different location, you would already be living there. And it's also important to know and trust that according to your divine plan and your life, you working with your spiritual team, your higher self, together, your spiritual guides are helping you to clear out your fears because, right, wherever you go, you're going to take everything with you, including your fear. So if you fear poverty, if you fear not having a home, if you fear not feeling safe, some of you might be wanting to move or go somewhere else, but some of you might have a fear of being alone or isolated or not having enough. And so these are the messages that need to come out. They need to be heard. They need to be said. And so I guess I am the lucky one that has been elected to share these messages with you. So these are like deeper emotions. There are emotions that are deep inside of you, maybe even in your subconscious, that aren't real. But emotions can cause triggers that, whatever it is that you are seeing in your current reality or your neighborhood can make you actually believe that something else could happen. And that's what creates your fear. But your spirit guides are reminding you to let go of your fear. Be very specific about your intention, but be clear with your specific intention with optimism and a positive mind. Because if you're not setting an intention with a positive mind, then you're not going to manifest a positive outcome for yourself. You see what I mean? It's also very possible many of you are experiencing deep subconscious fears because that's something that Pluto will cause you to experience. Something that's hidden or that you can't see, but you feel it, or you're uncertain about it, or maybe your mind just wants to think that it needs to regain control, or maybe your mind feels like it doesn't have any control over your situation. So the truth of the matter is, when you create positive thoughts, when you are optimistic and you set intentions and you release your fears, guess what happens? You're naturally going to attract everything that you absolutely need that will make you feel safe and comfortable and supported. You will attract a new home if that's what you need to do. You will attract more opportunities or situations or offers that are showing up to support you, to help you to move forward. So again, I think the clearest message for group 1 in this pick a card reading is to clear out your fears, allow them to dissolve because they're caused by emotions that aren't real. Emotions are like waves of energy that are caused by the moon and gravity and, well, the collective emotion on the planet. So maybe you're picking up or absorbing other people's subconscious fears and you're thinking that it's your own. But it's very possible that these fears, they're not attached to you unless you believe that they are. In either case, you can release yourself from any kind of fear. But it's also up to you to be the director of your life, right? To navigate these things so that you can release yourself from these fears or these blockages so that you can move forward. Be happy, feel safe, content, protected. In fact, in the process, you will probably totally transform your whole life with Pluto here. So Pluto, transforming your beliefs. Mercury, choosing what you want to believe. And then Mars, using your physical energy to rise above the situation so that you can free yourself from these limiting beliefs. Wow, group 1, I had no idea these messages were coming through today. So these are your messages. If these resonate, if you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. If any of you would need or like assistance with the clearing out of these subconscious fears or other things, feel free to reach out to me. In the meantime, if you're drawn to another pile, then feel free to choose another pile as well. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. There's something you should know. Let's find out what that is. If you chose the purple fluorite, woo! It's like, I don't know how I just did that, but I guess maybe I have more skills than I realized. Okay, pile number 2, there's something you should know. Jumping crystals. Pile 2, generosity. Okay, and good luck and good fortune. The number 23 is a lucky number. In astrology, the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Look, you've got the number 44. Wow, you've got a bunch of lucky numbers and protection, spiritual protection, angelic protection during some sort of change. Okay, and then Virgo energy, assess your situation. I've never really looked closely at these cards before. Assess the situation. The perfect storm. This is referring to your creativity. When you take the time to slow down and think about your current situation, there's something here about the expansion of your creative flow. So let's just look at your other cards. Okay. Happy, success, consciousness. Commit to this event. And great achievement. Okay. Interesting. Let me put these down here. So, what are the numbers? 8, 3, 1. And even that, everything keeps coming back to the number 3, or creativity. So what is the energy of Virgo? Virgo is practical. Virgo is an earth person. Okay. Assess the situation to determine exactly what it is that you need in order to feel supported, to feel safe, to feel healthy, in order to live your life. It's time for you to, whatever kind of storm you might be experiencing right now, your spirit guides are reminding you to reassess your current situation. Yeah, because you're experiencing a particular event in your life that might be causing change or uncertainty, but in fact, it really depends on how you see yourself or how you see your life and the events that are unfolding in front of you. Because from my perspective, whatever's changing in your life right now, pile number 2 is happening in your favor. It's bringing you good luck, good fortune, success, but it's also reminding you to commit to yourself or to a creative idea. Oh, it's time for you to get creative. But what happens when we get creative? When we get creative, we're actually subliminally, subconsciously stating to the universe what it is that we wish to create. But it also requires your intention, your thoughts, and your action, taking action to sit with this energy, realize, okay, what is it that you need right now in your life? What would you like to create? What would you like to expand as far as your resources are? Creativity. Are you wanting to expand your emotions? Are you looking to heal a situation or a relationship? Or what kind of success are you ready to create for yourself? Because your spirit guides and the angels and your ancestors are all assisting you in this process. Okay. Interesting messages, group number 2. Something you should know. Completely different kind of messages from pile number 1. So pile number 2, what more does pile number 2 need to know? Was there? No, that's 2 stuck together. Four of Wands. Aha. 9 of Swords. So that's the chaos and the storm. It's anxiety or depression or uncertainty. But your creativity can pull you out of any kind of uncertainty or anxiety. Assess the situation. Okay. The Ace of Cups and the Star. I feel like all of you who chose group number 2, in some way, some form, you've been wishing or hoping for something to happen, something to manifest, but it just isn't happening. And so that might be causing you sadness or sorrow or stress and anxiety, you know, to the point of like diving deep into depression or a chaotic state. But you don't have to dwell there. It's not holding you there. But in fact, it's your thoughts. With the Swords, it's usually the mind, the ego, and self-doubts that cause any of us to go into like a downward spiral. So just as easily or quickly you may have gone into this state of despair, you can quickly rise yourself out of the situation as well. And it really just, it requires you to commit to yourself, to tune into something happy or positive. Open up your heart, maybe do some heart chakra affirmations or meditations. But there's also some new energy that is coming in for you from, well, let's just use the Lion's Gate, because the Lion's Gate portal is opened right now, and it's bringing you new energy, new information, new support, new ideas, new love from the cosmos or from your galactic family that are helping you to resolve any kind of chaos that you're experiencing in your life. So Spirit also wants me to ask you, what is causing you stress or anxiety or chaos in your life? Is it something that is happening directly to you? Or are you allowing the events all across the globe to cause you to go into this downward spiral? Because the negative chaos wants more energy to feed off of. And if you are a strongly empathic person, loving, caring, you don't have to sacrifice your happiness, your health, or your well-being to be able to empathize for others or something that's happening in another community. So what's really important here is for you to master your situation, right? Access this Virgo analytical mind and ask yourself, are things directly happening to me that are causing me stress, despair, animosity, or fear? It's important to take notice of what is happening in your immediate reality. what is happening in your room, right, where you are currently living. Because according to these cards, everything that is surrounding you, your body, your physical energy, is loving, it's enlightening, it's healing, it's expansive, it's creative, it's fun, it's optimistic, and it's an energy. I'm not saying that it's a person, but these are all of the energetic potentials that you have the capacity to channel and to tap into and utilize this to create a new environment that makes you feel better. It will help you rise up out of that storm so that you can find the courage to step back into life. But it's up to you, because nobody else can do this for you. So whatever it is that you choose to believe that is a higher consciousness, connect with that. The archangels are here supporting you. Your higher self is supporting you. The earth is supporting you. The trees, the water, the oceans, the cosmos, the galaxy, spirit guides are all supporting you. So if you have all of this positive, loving, inspirational support around you, right, in your immediate environment, then what in the world could possibly be causing you to feel the stress or anxiety? Except for the thoughts that are repeating in your mind. Perhaps those thoughts don't even belong to you. Perhaps you are telepathic and you're picking up the thoughts of the collective. Hey, just saying, I'm just the messenger. But there's something beyond yourself that you may be tapping into that is causing you stress or fear or anguish or depression. But it's not attached to you unless you believe it is. And what causes you to believe anything? Your mind, your thoughts. So in the absence of your thoughts, what still exists? Your heart, love, compassion, it's still beating. Higher consciousness, your higher selves, are they loving you, supporting you, trying to help you assess the situation? Remembering to love yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and to find a way to use your creative skills. You can use your mind in a positive way and your emotions to create, well, to change your reality. Remember, law of attraction, and whatever you create or manifest for you in your personal reality, in your space, not necessarily everybody else's. You have a responsibility to take care of your own in your immediate environment. So some of you needed to remember this. Maybe for some of you this is something new that you haven't realized yet. But you have the power to change the influence that immediately affects you and your environment by changing what you're thinking about, the energy that you're tapping into, your emotions, your visualizations, your meditations. The only way to rise above any kind of situation is to choose to look up, become more positive, or find a muse. I was looking for the word. Find a muse to keep you inspired. It's that way for all of us. I even had to do the same at one time. When you realize that there's nothing else that is there that's going to pull you out of this state of being, you can remember that you have the power to do so yourself. If you can, try to think of it this way. Try to see it this way. Whatever you are experiencing is just a temporary hologram. You're experiencing this for a reason. You're experiencing anything in the present moment so that you can realize that at any time you have the option to choose to pull yourself back up out of it, to create more success, or to realize how successful you are in reversing your situation or whatever it is that has got you down. You're already successful because you are here and you are hearing these messages. So you were drawn to pile 2 for a reason. Perhaps that reason is a confirmation of something that you've already accomplished. You've realized that you have successfully pulled yourself out of an uncomfortable situation. And now you realize the power that you have and who you are at any given time. So that the next time you start feeling pulled down into anxiety or depression again, you can catch yourself and remind yourself, oh yeah, I don't want to go there. I can tune into something that feels better and avoid this situation altogether. Because that's how powerful you are. Group 2, these are your messages, something that your spirit guides wanted you to hear. So congratulations from me. Anyway, I hope these messages resonate with you. If they did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment on the video as well. If anyone would like assistance with emotional healing or emotional freedom techniques, or anything that I was referring to in your pick a card reading, I am here, I'm available. Feel free to reach out. In the meantime, wishing you a really good day, and if you're drawn to another pile, then hey, I'll see you in another pile. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 3. There's something you should know. If you chose the Carnelian crystal, let's dive into your messages. So, pile 3, what do you need to know? Okay, butterfly spirit and transformation. The number 8. Like butterflies all around. The pearl, butterfly spirit. Okay, moon maiden, new beginnings. Interesting. The moon is illuminated, and I know that tomorrow, for a fact, I think is a new moon, but usually it's the full moon that's illuminated, so that's a contradictory card and message. Make time for self-love. Transformation. So is this a message to let group number 3 know that you will have completed some level or cycle of transformation in your life or self-empowerment? Within the next month or so, if there's a new beginning that is in Libra, so that's really like a month from now. A new beginning, the number 541, something new. Or maybe a new you. Interesting. Okay, let's look at your other cards. Okay, spiritual energy, spiritual transformation. Okay. Courage, energy. Let me put that. Yep, that'll fit. And peaceful intentions. Interesting. Here, let's just bring these down. Let me just grab the Astro Matrix and pull your cards, group number 3, so I can get as specific as I possibly can with your message. What is it that you need to know? Pile number 3, this new, or the Moon Maiden, something new. Focus on self-love, self-renewal, perhaps. It is an end of a cycle, because on the bottom of the deck, okay, King of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, interesting, and the Five of Swords. What is the message here? Peaceful intention. So you've got universal energy. So the Page of Pentacles, okay, so there's going to be a new opportunity for you, a new offering. I feel like this has something to do with self-renewal. How many of you are working on your higher self, or connecting with your, or you know what I mean, higher self, your spiritual path, your purpose? Okay, so we've got Venus. Wow. So this is literally the only planet that is showing up in your reading. Venus and Aquarius. So relationships. I feel like, okay, these messages, and I know not everyone is spiritual, right? Not everyone is into the moo-moo, the woo-woo. But this is about personal growth and self-awareness, spiritual practices, self-empowerment, right? So you are already the butterfly, whoever you are. But what your spirit guides want you to know is that soon you're going to be entering a new cycle in your life. But what's happening is it's transitional. And so the messages are wanting to prepare you for the fact that this next phase of your life is probably going to be removing you and your attachments to people. So if you're attached to something physical or of this earth, if there's something that is earthbound that you are attached to, that you believe that you need in order to feel safe or comfortable or protected, this next cycle is renewing. It's renewing you. It's going to be the beginning of a new phase in your life. And when I refer to phases and cycles, I'm talking about your astrology, your numerology, because they work together. They go hand in hand. So it's happening in this next phase, this new beginning, maybe even with the next new moon. You're in the process of being released, liberated, so that you can become more independent, self-reliant. Oh, right, and not necessarily reliant on other people. It's a spiritual thing. It's a universal thing. You're probably going through like a transformation of self, meaning the concept of yourself or who you think that you are. And funny with the Carnelian here, the Carnelian is saying, yeah, it's a creative event, because technically the soul's purpose, or everyone's purpose, is to creatively express themselves authentically. And so maybe in the past you haven't been able to be authentic, which is the truth for most of us, right? Because up until recently, we've had to pretend to be like everyone else just for the sake of getting along with everyone else. You see where I'm going here? But when you love yourself and you honor yourself and you allow yourself to become more authentic and follow your truth, your heart, your path, your inspiration, your joy, your excitement for life, guess what? The universe shows up and it supports you. It encourages you. It brings you more courage and strength to take that next step. So there's probably going to be opportunities or pathways of inspiration or illuminations of truth or light in your future that are going to be revealing something new. And for some of you, this is also like an illumination within yourself, or a realization about your truth, who you are, why you're here, your purpose. This is like new emotional well-being as well, or something to do with water, healing, surrendering. But there's definitely changes they're probably already showing up in your life, but maybe you just haven't recognized them, especially if you're working on yourself or working on getting rid of limiting beliefs or self-doubts or criticism, that sort of thing. There's a lot of fire energy here. So I'm thinking that, oh, you know what it is? Oh my gosh. So it's Saturn and Neptune, because they're both currently still in Aries. So Saturn and Neptune went into Aries, and I practice Western astrology, by the way. So I know it's a different zodiac sign in a different astrology belief system. But earlier they went into Aries together, allowing us to realize the spiritual warrior within ourselves, or the spiritual peacekeepers. We have the energy and the power and the creativity to create our own space to protect ourselves. However, on September 1st, Saturn is going to dip back into Pisces for a while. And so what I want you all to do, I want to give you all some homework to do. Pay attention to how you feel, especially if you tune into deeper undercurrents of emotions, not only yours, but others as well. Because since Saturn and Neptune went into Aries, which is a fire sign, it kind of liberated, it freed emotional fears from our emotional bodies. So September 1st, Saturn's going to be in Pisces again. And as a birth placement in a natal chart, most people who are born with Saturn in Pisces fear what is hidden. They fear. And I know this to be a truth because I've done many readings for people that aren't able to see the truth, and they were born with Saturn in Pisces. That some people might think that this is a blockage, and it could be, but it's a blockage that is just ready to be released or transmuted. But my mom, in fact, was born with Saturn in Pisces. And what's crazy, in her final years, she went into dementia. And I think it was those final years in dementia where she was truly free to liberate and free herself from that. She went through a lot of spiritual growth while she was in dementia. And so what happened there was that she forgot her personality, or who she thought that she was, which is just a temporary personality experience, right? In this incarnation. So what I want all of you guys in pile number 3 to do, pay attention. September 1st, Saturn's going back into Pisces retrograde. Neptune is eventually going to go back into Pisces as well. But after September 1st, if you can notice that something, if you're experiencing fear out of the blue from nowhere, well, I hope you remember this pick a card reading. I hope you remember that I mentioned that. So right now, with all the planets retrograding, they are revealing a truth that we need to see within ourselves, because these are fears that we need to let go of so that we can become more empowered, more sovereign, more awakened, more authentic. So there's definitely some new energy, new beginnings, a new cycle that is here to empower you, group number 3, to become more creative, to realize the creative powers that exist within you when you choose to master your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, your actions, but also compromising and working with your spiritual team, your higher self, etc. Which this process is also removing you from attachments to other people. Why? Because if you're meant to be ascending or rising above everyone else and everything else, then people in general are just going to create more distortion. The people that you're holding on to are blockages. They're keeping you stuck in the lower density 3D. Now I'm really getting woo. So I'm wondering who chose pile number 3 today. But it's true. Not everyone are experiencing the woo. But there are more and more people, as you can see on the internet, that are really like creating some really like things that, and concepts, and I'm thinking, where in the world did that come from? So the woo is real. The woo is 5D. It's a perception. It's something that every one of us has the opportunity and the right to tap into. It's a perception. Just saying. I felt like I needed to add that and share that for those of you who are wondering, how many of you want to connect with the woo, but you don't know how, right? So the woo is the 5D. It's a perception that you perceive. It's a reality. It's a dimension that is separate from the 3D construct. And in the woo, in the 5D, we are free. We are liberated from control. We are liberated from the power and control over money and greed. We are free from time or being limited in the timing of life. So having free will to live, to experience, to create, to transform, to transcend. So this new cycle is liberating you. I hope you're all ready, right? I hope you're all ready to liberate yourself, to become more independent, meaning at the same time, what's most likely going to happen is that you're no longer going to be resonating with what other people are saying, and you're going to resonate more with what you tune into in your own space, because it's more peaceful. So, wow, peaceful intentions for group number 3. But the universe has got your back. So at any given time, you have the opportunity to meditate and connect with anything else in the universe, because you are, after all, an extension of the universe. Everything exists inside of you already. Wow. All of the piles in today's pick a card reading have been really deep and profound. So I hope you enjoyed these messages. They may not have all made sense, but I'm thinking at least one of these is like standing out to you. So focus on that one first, and then, move to the next one when you're ready for the next step. But I hope you enjoyed this video reading. Group number 3, something your spirit guides wanted you to hear, or something you should know. Yeah. Anyway, at any time you have the free will to choose to connect with your spirit guides, your higher self. It's up to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. If anyone would like to know more about this concept or how to transform, if you'd like assistance, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Because I have many answers. Anyway, my links are all down below. Have a wonderful day. Pile number 3, these are your messages. I'll be back soon with another pick a card reading as well. So, if you were drawn to another pile, feel free to choose another pile as well. And I'll see you over there. Bye for now. Hey there, pile number 4. Okay, if you chose the yellow calcite crystal, there's something you should know. I'm going to put your crystal over here. Messages from your spirit guides. Let's find out what those are. Refuge. Interesting. The number 16 or 7 might be significant for you. Trust, perhaps. Release control. Taurus energy. Release your need to control. And forgiveness. Interesting. So you have the number 45 or 9, 4, and 5. Forget what you think that you know. It's time to forgive and forget. But it's most important for you to forgive yourself and forgive everyone else as well. You're in a safe space. Okay, so wherever you're at, or the family or the community that you're living in at the moment, has ties, it's synchronicity. The red string is significant as far as the reason and the meaning for the people that you are connected with in your life. You might need to surrender your need to control something. Kindred partnership. Interesting. There's the number 1. The milestone. And healing light. Okay. Interesting. We've got 7, 8, 9. It's a significant number. I don't know, surrender your need to control, surrender your need to be right for the sake of the relationship or the connection. Forgive yourself and others. I don't know, for the sake of this relationship. But I don't know what relationship the cards are referring to here. But you have the power to heal. Oh, and you can even heal yourself when you release that need to control. Oh my gosh. How many of you are having like physical symptoms or discomforts that you're waiting to heal? How many of you are waiting for the pain in your body to stop? So there's something that you've been trying to control, or you needed to control, or something that you were fearing that got stuck in your physical body. The red string, right? There is a reason for everything. It's synchronicity. It's also energy. So whatever it is that you're currently experiencing in your life or your body, so this might be your relationship with your physical body, right? Or another person or the people in your community. Okay, you have the power to heal through forgiveness. Maybe some of you have already just recently forgiven yourself and others for everything. And so it's a confirmation that you are healing. There's an extra message here with the yellow calcite too, because this resonates with your hara or your solar plexus, your willpower, your self-esteem, your ability to choose, your confidence. Wow. Release your control and allow everything and everyone, allow the situation to heal. Okay, stop interfering with your healing process. Spirit just said. So one more for pile number 4. Let's get some more messages from you. From you. Or maybe it is your higher self. Okay, these are all stuck together. Pile number 4. Is it this one? Maybe. We will find out. Interesting, the Tower, and there's another number 16. So 7. Is 7 your lucky number? Is 7 your life path number? Your vision. Oh, maybe for some of you, have you experienced some change in your reality that you're no longer feeling like you're in control over the situation? Okay. Right. The 6 of Swords. Peace of mind. The 5 of Cups. And, wow. Okay. So, what you do not see are the emotions or your thoughts that are possibly making you feel like a prisoner in your own home or within your home, your own family. So this isn't saying that you need to go up to everyone and say, I forgive you, please forgive me. You can forgive everything in your sacred, silent space. Whatever it is that you need to do. Because there is the potential for you to heal your situation, heal your relationship, heal your body, heal your emotions. But it's not something that you're going to see. It's something that you intend for. So when you hold the intention, or you have the intention to invite peace into your life, peace into your mind, it's interesting. You've got Mars, Jupiter, Mercury. So there's a lot of physical energy within you or your thoughts, but there's also a lot of mental, which could be a source of your physical pain and discomfort. So the number 45 here, to me, the number 9, is your spirit guide just saying that you're in the process of healing. Everything is coming together. It's aligning. But when you align with this belief and you allow yourself to heal and to forgive and to release your control, like your need to respond or to react or to speak or to argue, if you just simply choose peace, then your whole world is going to begin to change, to become more peaceful. But you also need to let go of that control and allow the things that need to be removed from your world to be removed, because some of these things that maybe you've been holding on to are preventing you from experiencing peace. Peace of mind, peace in your body. So it could be a thought or an idea or a concept that you're holding on to. Maybe there's something or someone that you're holding on to because you believe that you need to hold on to this in order to be in control. But what if this holding on to and this need to control is interfering with your peace? Will you surrender? Will you let go of that? Can you forgive? Not only other people, but yourself. What will you choose? So I'm thinking with this, there's a reason, like there's a lesson here, right, with the number 7. In numerology, it might be your cycle of 7. It's a lesson, it's a physical experience, it's an emotional experience, it's a challenge. So if you want to learn more about your cycles and your life lessons, then I do encourage you to learn more about your numerology and cycles of life, the life that you are meant to live, because this can help you to understand what you're working through. But really nothing can force you to release your control or your need to control anything except for you. Maybe that's the one last thing that you need to choose in order to claim peace. Surrender that need to control. Forgive yourself for holding on to something that was keeping you stuck. Wow, these are really interesting messages today. So, for some of you, maybe you've already recently done this and now you just need to forgive. Forgiveness is an energy, right? Everybody is. Some people are calling this entanglements now, but everyone is synchronistically connected. All the people, situations, and events that have affected you in your life have all happened because they were meant to. And you chose that path at any particular time in the past to walk down, to have particular experiences so that you can learn from them, you can grow, you can rise above, you can heal, you can forgive for the sake of the experience, to gain the wisdom and the knowledge that you need to become more wise. But I think the next step is peace, choosing peace. But peace starts inside. So the next time you think you need to respond or react or argue or do something else or defend, stop and think before you react. Is this going to further interfere your peace? Is that really what you want to say? What you want to do? Do you need to even react or respond at all? A lot of the times the conflict is within. Yeah, surrender your need to control, tune into your higher self and the healing guides, and allow the situation to resolve itself, to heal itself, including any kind of physical things that you've been experiencing, your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health and well-being as well. I mean, this is the destined path that you are on. You're destined to succeed and to heal and to move on and to find peace. But the other stuff that lies along the path, on your path to peace, is really up to you, your mind. What are you choosing? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Are you reacting or responding? I think many of you are like waking up to the truth of this reality, or some sort of reality in your lives. And sometimes we need to see what we are doing that is like disturbing our own peace. So, something you should know from your spirit guides, pile number 4, this is your pile. Now keep in mind, maybe not all the messages don't resonate, but I try to be as specific as I can in my pick a code readings so that it makes a clearer picture. But I hope these resonate for you. If they do, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. If you'd like more information or knowledge or assistance in your situation, if you'd like a private reading, feel free to reach out to me. My links are down below. In the meantime, I'm wishing you all a wonderful day full of peace, love, and forgiveness. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now.